Yeah, we'll try it this time and see what happens. Absolutely no clue what happened. I had everything set up and ready to roll, and just all of a sudden the phone went down. I tried to reload, and it would go up the bar about that far and then stop, just freeze, and it just kept saying reload, reload, reload. I kept hitting the button to reload, and it wouldn't do anything. So I had to shut the whole system down and start over. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. It is a cold ass morning here in Michigan. It's 4 degrees outside right now. Wind chill is minus 15. And they didn't cancel school. Go figure. They'll cancel school at 9 degrees with no wind, but won't cancel school at 4 degrees with a minus 15 wind chill. Go figure. All right, let's get in here. Good morning, Fishing. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Jan. Hope you guys are doing good. Good morning, Santee. Yeah, it is. It is cold. It is cold. The mother-in-law had her maintenance man come over yesterday and just plow a straight strip through the driveway so Steph could get out. I went out this morning and was trying to cut through the ice with the scraper, and with that thing blowing cold air, with that leak, that antifreeze or coolant leak in it, and us having to put antifreeze in it every single day. When it starts up in the morning, it is cold. So, yeah, I had to go back out when she left and try to chisel more ice off of it after the defrost had ran for a little bit. Shovel out in front of the car and everything where he didn't want to get too close to the car. And boy, I'll tell you what, with 4 layers on, I started going numb after about 10 minutes. I can't imagine what these poor kids are like standing out at this bus stop for 20 minutes or better before the bus comes. Got 3 inches of ice yesterday and snowing today. It's supposed to snow some more tonight here. So I don't know what the weekend's going to hold. It's supposed to snow today and tomorrow again. Our high for the coming week is like 30 degrees. God only knows. God only knows. Schools closed yesterday and today. I talked to my mom yesterday down in Tennessee. She said that they just reopened the schools. They closed the day before the storm hit down there. They got like 4 inches of snow and everything shut down. The town shut down. The only thing that was open was the grocery stores and the police station and the fire department. She said other than that, there was no life in town at all. Her and Dad went in there and picked up some groceries and stuff. She said that place was deader than a mortuary. Good morning, Fishing, again. Well, you know what they say, before there can be global warming, there has to be an ice age. So I'm seriously looking, sometime in the next 10,000 years, having another ice age. But then again, that's what they said in the movie 2012 too. Sometime in the next 10,000 years, and it happened the next year. So And you know, it's really funny. They keep talking about global warming. I just seen something yesterday about the Great Glacier or something like that, um, is increasing in size. I believe it's called the Great Glacier, something real close to that. But they said it's actually increasing in size. So it's 10% bigger than it was 10 years ago when they tested it last, and it's thicker. So it is bigger and has more girth, ladies. Jay's home today. His route is at level 3. Worked for an hour yesterday. It's terrible. I'll tell you what, I feel sorry for the guys. I have not seen a FedEx, UPS, Amazon, or oh, what's that one? E something. I haven't seen any of them in days around here. For the weekend into next week in Maryland, beautiful and sunny. Yeah, I checked the forecast this morning, and I was blown away. You know, our high is going to be, 13, 17, 18, 14. I think one went up to 19, then it went to 31, or 31, and then right back down in the teens again the next day. So, yay. But don't see any snow in the forecast after the weekend. So, good thing the thermal heater for the chickens came on Wednesday. Amen. Amen. Them little chicklies need to stay warm out there. I'd love to have chickens. The wife won't let me do it. She said I don't have time to take care of the things we got. I told her as many eggs as we go through, chickens would come in handy. But, her dad had chickens. He let his free roam everywhere, and went out there and sat in the yard with them and played with them and stuff like that. But as for really taking care of them, he didn't do much with them. And our family up north, they have like 8 or 10 chickens, and hell, every time we go up there, they try to send us home with 3 or 4 dozen eggs. And those are some laying hens. But Yepers, she don't want no chicklies running around here. I told her about the worst thing we had to worry about was a horny crow once in a while going down there and hunching on one of the chickens and coming out with black chickens. Told her, I said, we ain't racial in this house. I don't care what color they are as long as they lay eggs. So I hope everybody else is staying nice and warm and toasty and stuff. Because right now it is colder than a well digger's butt and a pair of cast iron underwear out there. Getting 6 chicks at the end of the month. Very cool. Very cool. I wouldn't mind having chickens. If we lived in the country and stuff where I had room to actually have a buttload of chickens, then I wouldn't mind it all that much. But when I lived in Tennessee, I worked at a worked in a place that supplied chickens for different companies like Purdue and stuff like that. And every day we were traveling to a new uh, chicken house somewhere that, my God, 100 feet long, and must have had 10,000 chickens in each one. And we had to go around and find the missed sex ones and stuff and kill them. And I never understood why they took them back to the main plant and threw them in the incinerator. Why they didn't just donate them to like homeless shelters and stuff like that. Just because they can't lay eggs don't mean they aren't good meat. Good morning, Mom. Good to see you. Thought you were going to bed. That's why we want more property, want more chickens. We get a bigger coop sometime next month. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Nope. Well, I mean, I kind of figured, after being up all night long, you'd probably want to lay down and get a little sleep. Oh, latte's up. Well, I mean, she's big enough to potty on her own and feed herself and stuff like that. No reason you can't lay down on the couch, turn on the TV, and doze off for a little bit. It's not like she's gonna, crawl up, poop in the flower pot or something like that. Now, sometime when this weather breaks, Ma, and it gets a little warmer and stuff like that, I'll get over there. We'll have us some coffee in the morning, stuff like that. And she's barking at every noise and growling. That's because she's in her mind, she's a 175-pound Rottweiler. In reality, she's a 5-pound mop head, little furry mop head thingy. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing how no matter how small they really are in their mind, they're 15 times their size. A whole 12.2 pounds. Wow. I remember when she got Latte, she would literally fit right there. She almost still does. All that hangs out is her legs. How that little thing weighs 12.2 pounds, I'll never know. It's got to be in hair. Oh yeah, I know. I'll never forget. Went over to Mom's place for my birthday. She made me birthday dinner last year, and I was feeding the little turd under the table. Got yelled at for it. I was like, "Hey, she's over here wanting to eat." It all goes in the same way. All comes out the same way. Don't matter if it comes in a can or comes from a skillet. She's listening to me, knows my voice. Of course she knows her big bubba. Of course she knows me. Oh yeah, yeah, all comes out the same way. Goes in chewable, comes out not edible. And she does love steak. She does love steak. She loves her bubba. Oh, but yeah, I hope everybody is staying nice and warm. I know Santee is. It's probably a big whopping 60, 63 degrees down there right now. Of course, the people in Arizona, that's cold, but people up here in the Midwest, that's late spring, early summer weather. Scrambled eggs and green beans and chicken. Yeah, I figured it probably was. I figured it's probably whipping around there. It's breezy out here right now. So I figured it was probably whipping around that lake like crazy. '55 and drizzle. Yeah, fishing, man. I'll tell you what. The South is having some great temperatures. I I talked to mom and dad yesterday for a little bit, and it was 16 here, 15 here, and it was 57 down there. They were waiting on the rain to come in. Uh, it's crazy. I don't know. Oh, the deer are back out there on the other side of the parking lot. I'll tell you what, as much deer fishing, she lives on the lake that I told you was just a couple blocks from the house here that we could fish in this summer. There's a lot of woods. I mean, there's a few really nice houses people have built around the lake, but there's still a lot of woods over there. And the apartment that she lives in, just on the other side of the parking lot, is a big woods, and the deer come right out of the woods to the edge of the parking lot right there. I honestly think, if I lived in a place like that, I would put some kind of one of those little short fire pit things it's on four legs out there on the other side of the parking lot, and just go out once a month or something and buy a salt block and just set it out there, draw even more deer out there so you could watch them, take pictures of them and stuff. Oh yeah, yep. I wish there was a way to get the old family home back, either the one down at the very end of the lane or the one that you and Steph lived in when you was married. That'd be kind of cool to live on that old lake again. Oh, the guys feed them corn. That's cool. Yeah, the fishing around here is pretty good. We actually just had our fishing tournament a few weeks ago that we have here, and the ice was nice and thick. I never did hear the results of the fishing competition, but they fish for everything in this lake out here. Wood, but they tore all that down. My grandparents' house are gone. Yeah, I know. There's a real big house down there at the end of the lane now with like a big pole barn garage and stuff. Completely different house and everything. One guy caught 19. I know they've been sitting out there fishing. It seems like every day we get a chance to get down by there. There's 4 or 5 people sitting on that lake fishing. See here, Bubba News. Happy Friday to you too, Bubba. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice. Fishing gets up this way. We'd be able to do some fishing together. And um, my stepson loves to fish. He just usually goes fishing with his dad. Um, so I'm not an alone fisherman. I love to I love to fish. I grew up fishing with my dad and my grandfather, so I'm a social fisherman. I hate going out by myself. I mean, I've done it. I've done it. Who knows? This summer I might go on and get my fishing license and actually start fishing in the morning. Just go out right before dawn and see what I can find. Okay, gonna drink some peppermint hot chocolate and sleep. All right, Mom. Have a good day. Get some rest, and we'll holler at you later. Yep, might just break down since I'm gonna have another fisherman living nearby. I might just break down, get a fishing rod, get a little bit of tackle, get me a fishing license. Not that I can actually cook it indoors, but that's what I got a grill for, and I got a lot of cast iron. So happy Friday to everyone. For those of you that are off on the weekends and stuff like that, yay, you. Glad we finally got the chat working. That was not a good way to start this morning. Ugh. After the chat's over, I'm going to go find myself a nice happy spot on my massage chair and try not to fall asleep on it. I've been up since 10 minutes till 3 this morning, and that was my third time waking up. I just finally said, nope, wife's got to go back to work after 2 days off, 3 days off, because she couldn't get out of the driveway yesterday. but I decided I was going to leave the room so I didn't wake her up. Biggest mistake ever made. Actually laid back down about 5 o'clock and couldn't get back to sleep. Too much action. The lights were on. Daughter coming in now to go to school. YouTube issues. Yeah, there really are getting worse. I honestly don't think it was YouTube, because I was still able to communicate on here, Bubba, but I couldn't get the chat to activate on my phone. It kept, could not complete action. Please try again. I just finally had to shut everything down, clear it out, and fire it back up. And luckily, once you start the broadcast, even if you shut the phone off and walk away, the broadcast continues to run. So thank God, because everybody was in here. I would have hated to have to start a brand new broadcast and make everybody move. Jay's birthday is Sunday. Daughter wants to come down to celebrate. Not sure if she'll get here. Depends on the roads. Yep. Who knows what it's going to be like by Sunday. Good morning, Tony. Hope you're doing all right this morning, bud. It's not YouTube. It's not for me or you. It's their tube. Yeah. Gotta run. Hope come back a little later. All right, Santi. You go take care of your early morning business, and we'll still be here, hopefully. God only knows. Temperature's not moving a bit. Those poor kids. Snowed in. Yeah, we finally got somebody to come over and run a strip down the driveway yesterday afternoon, so the wife could get out today. There was no moving it. The snow was about 5 inches deeper than the clearance on the bottom of her car. So I told her pushing 5 inches of snow isn't bad. Pushing 5 inches of snow for over 100 feet, that's pretty bad. Not to mention the city trucks had the whole end of the driveway plowed in, so there was no possible way she was going to get through that. Hell, that was halfway up the grill, and 3.5 foot from front to back. Just dropped by, off, thumbs up, on the way to job site. Cool, Frugal. Cool. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Be safe. Have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you tonight. I can get out, but what the hell for? It's true. Don't forget, guys, we have a guest tonight. From Finland. Yelena Wolf is going to be here. She's a paranormal investigator from Finland. And we're going to be talking about, what got her into it. We'll be talking a little bit about the history in that area over there. We'll be talking about some of her scariest investigations, and some of them that just kind of weren't anything that the stories made them up to be. Living histories, memories. The heavy wet snow is the worst to shovel, all the extra weight. Oh, I know, dude, I know. Believe me. That's how I felt this morning when I was outside shoveling for the wife to get the front of her car out. I must have moved, Jesus, I must have moved 300 pounds of snow It was only 6 feet by what? 6 feet by a foot by 3 feet. And I bet I moved 200 or 300 pounds of snow up in front of her car this morning. Um, Snowplow went down our street a few minutes ago. I can actually see pavement. You're lucky. All I see is white. Our plows worked for several hours yesterday getting the roads cleared, and I mean, they're still white. All the ice and stuff that was underneath them and everything didn't do all that plowing didn't do anything, and all the salt did was started melting it. Then the temperature dropped and everything refroze. I took the missus over to daughter's house, so she was 2 blocks from work, so I didn't need to leave at all. There you go. That's definitely one way to do it. Before the snow started. Smart man, smart man. Get her over there so she can make it to work. You got no reason to get out whatsoever. Yeah, plowed, salted, and refroze. That's exactly it. That's one thing I really like about the enzyme that they use down south. Instead of using salt or sand, they use that green enzyme, and it don't refreeze that fast. So, um, and one other thing too about those roads down there, they do them a lot different here. They have more of a slant. I mean, they're higher in the center, and they slant towards the ditches. So everything that freezes just runs right off the road. Seems that these snow removal people have no clue how salt works. Well, they do, but sadly enough, the companies tell them when they have to go out. The drivers, all they do is drive and dump the stuff, plow where it needs plowed at. But when they're dispatched, they're dispatched. They call them in at 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever the case is, and say, "All right, trucks are loaded, go for it." These poor guys are out there freezing their patoosies off in those bloody trucks, trying to keep the roads safe, and it's just a waste of time. That's why I never understood why those things would go out and do all that work before the snow ended. You get 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground, they're out there working for hours. Hell, by the time they get back to the shop, the first roads they done are snowed back in already. Time to put on the coat and walk the doggy. Yep, go take care of that doggy. I'm sure. I'm sure he or she has business to take care of outside. Oh, okay. But yeah, I never understood that myself. I don't. It's like they have no clue that once the salt dissolves, it's no good anymore. So they'll go out there right after a storm starts and they'll plow. Like I said, by the time the trucks all get back to the shop, the first roads they plowed are already snowed back over or refroze again. So, doggone it. I trimmed my mustache up and the mustache hairs are still trying to mate with my nose hairs. Yep, that's exactly it. There's Jay. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well this morning, enjoying another day off. Hey, Marco. Good morning, mi amigo. Pack snow is a bit better than ice to drive on. It really honestly is. God, coffee tastes so good this morning, especially after being outside shoveling snow and cleaning that car off and stuff. My God, that was cold. I had on insulated leather gloves. I understand leather gloves with a bunch of fur inside them. I had on a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, my zip up hoodie and a pullover hoodie, and had on a pair of long underwear pants underneath real thick cotton pants. And the cold went right through it all. Like I said, 4 degrees, wind chill of minus 15. Oh yeah. Had on my stocking cap, had both hoods pulled up on my head. I looked like Nanook of the North walking around out there. My stuff was cold. Let me see here. Struggling with snow. They're chipping away at an inch of ice on the driveway. Shh. Jesus Christ. Good morning, Wook. Good to see you, bud. Good morning, country girl. My Suburban is good in all winter conditions except stopping on ice. There's a lot of weight there to try to stop on the ice, that's for sure. Indiana is now going orange. Watch is still traveling ban. Only traveling for work. Yeah, we don't have a ban like that. I guess they figure if you move to Michigan, then you take your own responsibility. Part of the pleasure of living in the crotch of the Great Lakes. Oh yeah, the cold does get everywhere, that's for sure. See it my way. Good morning. Hope you're doing good this morning. Some people see them below 32. Some people say them below 32 shirts work really good for the wind. Normally, if I'm out doing something and I'm not rushed and I actually think about it, which I was rushed this morning to get the car started because we have that coolant leak. So I can't let it run to get warmed up for very long or it starts to overheat. So I just threw on the sweatshirts and stuff and went out there this morning. And, like I said, after about 10 minutes, my fingertips started going numb. My toes started going numb. And I have on 2 pair of wool socks and cavalry boots, knee-high cavalry boots. and my toes started going numb, fingertips started going numb. It's like, oh, 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 ouch, ouch. Sounds more swampy than anything. Hell, last year, had a light dusting of snow and they closed the schools. It was not even that bad. Huh, that's crazy. My delivery area is under level 3, so no travel besides little freight since Memphis is iced and Indy is snow buried. Yeah, that's the way ours was, Tony. Tuesday night they closed our school, and it didn't start snowing until 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. But they closed everything down um, for Wednesday because of the impending forecast, and then turned around and closed it down yesterday because there was still places out in the country that were impassable. Snow is finally starting to melt here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I was wondering how things were out on the East Coast. In the past, people used newspapers underneath their clothes. Yeah, they did. A lot of homeless people today will stuff their shoes and stuff full of newspaper for insulation. Good morning, Joe. Hope you're doing good this morning. Turns out it was a good call. Oh yeah, but that's what I was raising hell about this morning was, a week and a half ago they closed school down because it hit 9 degrees. No wind, just 9 degrees. And this morning it's 4 degrees with a wind chill of minus 15, and they got the kids standing outside here. But their bus driver is not reliable. I mean, she will show up sometimes at 18 minutes after 7. Sometimes she won't show up till 20 minutes late because we're the last stop and the school's less than a half a mile away. And so the kids never know when to go out. So they go out there about 15 after every morning. And, I told my daughter, I said, I've had enough of it. This is frostbite weather. I'm calling the commissioner today. The first thing I'm going to say to him is, welcome as the new commissioner for our school system. What the hell are you people thinking? One day my daughter goes out at 15 after and she stands there for 5 minutes till the bus comes. The other day my daughter goes out at 15 after and stands there for 25 minutes till the bus comes. I rode a bus for 13 years. And I rode the bus for 8 years. And for 8 years, if my bus driver had more people riding the bus, she left her house earlier. Still mostly closed here. The plows can't keep up with the drifting. Also sleeping on cardboard. It's rough, tough life for homeless. It really is. It is. You are correct, Marco. It really is. It's one thing that I always thought would be cool. I see a lot of these bigger YouTubers doing it, but they actually go around, they'll find like a homeless person, they'll give them money to go to like a high-end store and pick up a winter coat or something like that because they feel sorry for them. We have a place right uptown here within walking distance. I could go up there and buy 100 coats. That place has got multiple racks of winter coats hanging, and it's a resale shop, so they're cheap. So, I mean, that's something that me personally, I would love to be able to do is just go up there and drop $100 buying these $4 and $5 coats, these thinsulate coats and stuff like that. And when we see homeless people just passing a coat out to them, giving them a coat, giving them a pair of gloves, giving them a scarf, whatever the case may be. Cold times have definitely changed. I had a couple of brother-in-laws that did the homeless gig for a while, their own choices. I've never known, well, I take that back. I knew one person that did it from their own choice just to show the homeless in their area that they were not above them, that they were willing to go out there and suffer through with them. And you know, I told you guys here a couple of weeks ago when I lived down in Indianapolis, I used to, you know, I had a pretty good gig with a job and stuff at that time. But you know, I'd go out and buy loaves of bread, lunch meat, the little bags of potato chips, and I'd go uptown and park and just hand them out to people. You never know when they've had their last meal. I've been up there with my friend and seen people, you know, gladfully hand out money, and I've seen people treat them like they got the bubonic plague. They see a homeless person lift their hand up or something to them, they walk 5 feet out of the way to avoid. I just never understood that. What's really sad is down in Indianapolis, most of those homeless people are veterans. These are guys who came back to a cheating wife, came back to whatever the case may be, didn't have a home, didn't have anything, came back disabled, came back with PTSD, whatever the case may be. I knew one guy down in Indianapolis that he was a professional photographer. He traveled all around the United States and Canada doing photography work. And being the good husband he was, he kept enough money to survive on the street, and he sent the rest of it home to his wife. And she was spending that stuff than faster than he could make it. By the time he managed to get back home and was ready to start working on his book of nature photography, there was no money left. She had spent everything. She served him with divorce papers, threw him out on the street, and that's where he stayed. Pictures. Oh man. Wait, I missed something here. Whereabouts in Kentucky? In the mountains. Well, she will say, like, we have people around here and they pretend they're homeless just to collect free money. At the end of the day, they go there. Yeah, exactly. See it my way. They did a study down. Where was that? Oh, Geist Reservoir, north of Indianapolis one time. And there was a guy sat out on the interstate right by a gas station every day. And people felt sorry for him and gave him hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a week. And one time he got followed. He went and got in a brand new truck and drove out to Geist Reservoir. Now you're talking about a 5, 6, 7, $800,000 home. And they knocked on the door, and he answered the door. And he sat right there and done an interview with them. Said, "Why should I work when people give me enough money to pay for that car or pay for that truck and pay for this house?" He says, "I make more money panhandling than I could make at any job, even an executive job." The region I've lived in. Just in that region I lived in January for a short time. Eastern Kentucky. Where is Rusty this morning? I don't know, Marco. That's a good question. I have no clue where Rusty's at this morning. I've not heard from him. Good morning, Candy. Hope you're doing good this morning. Thank you very much for sharing us and Twittering us out. Actually, in Kentucky, Royal County, just behind Parksville Knob, Sensory Dropper accent. He probably doesn't have power with all the snow and ice they're getting. Yeah, I never did think about that. I've, like I said, I haven't heard from him. Normally, if he's not going to be here, he'll message me right before I start and let me know that he's not going to be here. So I live 45 minutes from Lexington, Kentucky. That's all I'm saying. So almost directly south of me. Yeah, it does. It just really hurts the people that really need the help. Oh, Wookie. Mark was looking over those videos that you sent me for those locations down there. And he said that somewhere right there near Sleepy Hollow Road is a cemetery that he's been wanting to go and investigate too. It is supposedly the most haunted cemetery in the state of Indiana. So it looks like we will probably be making a South Central Indiana run sometime this spring or summer. Because he's wanting to do it, by God, we'll do it. I live in Lexington if you hire me. Made of all kinds. It most definitely is, that's for sure. About 3 to 4.5 hours. Yeah, right out. Indianapolis is about 3 hours south of me. About 150 miles or so. So yeah, you're probably a little closer to 3.5 or 4 hours away. It's on the same road. Okay. I actually lived in a trailer along a creek at the foot of Rattlesnake Hill. That's cool. That is cool. Good morning, Tyler. Good to see you this morning, Bubba. Indianapolis is 2 hours. I figured it probably wasn't much further than that. If you're down there east of Cincinnati, then just a little bit east of Cincinnati, then yeah, that's. So I used to go to Kings Island all the time when I was younger. That was my favorite place. I stayed away from Six Flags and Disney World and all that stuff. Kings Island was our place. That's where we went for our school functions. That's where I went on my first honeymoon, was Kings Island. So I've probably been there 15 times in my life. So yeah, I knew it wasn't that far away. I was shooting stuff in Lexington, 5 hours from Indy. There's a cemetery at the edge of my property that goes back to 1700s. Now, see, I would absolutely love to get in a place like that. The older the cemeteries, the more I like to go and investigate them. Kings Island is 15 to 20 minutes from us. Yeah, I know the area a little bit. It's a morning, not sure if it's a good one yet, but playing with my new baby. What do you got now? Oh, that other new baby. You just twirling it and stuff like that. And the other is, and there is other graveyard is on the way. Also, my grandpa Walton is buried there, and he haunts it. Oh wow, very cool. Yeah, supposedly this one that Mark wants to go to, locals have been known to chase people out of it. There have been um, physical and mental attacks. Supposedly there was a coven that used to go out there and practice in the cemetery, and one of them died out there. Nobody uh, nobody was able to figure out what killed them. A lot of the other coven members say that they released something by accident that attacked him and killed him. Um, all kinds of nasty little things. And of course, I said, yeah, let's go for it. I'm not afraid. I'm going to send you a bid one of these days of cemeteries here. I want to see over there, but over in Europe. Oh my God, the cemeteries over there can be hundreds of years older than our oldest cemeteries here. I love my town. I had a love-hate thing with Kentucky. Perhaps I'm a draw, so you won't beat me next time. KKK meeting Wait, driveway see y'all at night. When same thing on my live stream the other night. Jason Blair. Hello all. Be awesome in that case with you. Okay, fantastic. We are at least temporarily back. That would be cool. Look, it would be cool. I didn't know if you guys could hear me or not. I kept right on talking while I was typing, just in case you guys couldn't hear me when it shut down. Just all of a sudden, my screen on here went black, and I started getting the little spinning arrow of death. And I knew it was shutting down. So I was in here, about 3 dirty jokes pop in my head and forced to restrain myself. Actually, after the other night, and I discussed it with my wife, and she thought it was a great idea, which really scares me because she never thinks any of my ideas are a great idea. But I told her, that we sat in here the other night and was telling jokes at the end of the live stream, and I was thinking about just having an open joke night. Just to do something different. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, there went your NC-17 rating right out the window. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. But yeah, she thought it was a great idea just to come in here and let folks tell jokes all evening long. And that includes those, well, those jokes that pop in your mind whenever Candy pops in here. Typos that probably make them unintelligible look. Probably so. Probably so. I might have to do just an open mic kind of thing. Let people come up here beside me, tell their jokes, get the hell out, let the next person come in. No, don't. I've done it. Fly under an R rating. Fly under an R rating. Well, and that's why I've got the channel set up not for kids. So yeah, you can fly right on that R rating, maybe even go above it a little bit. Who knows? Good places, because it's not just a few spots on the road. Whole road is haunted. Wow. Instead, I should try doing stand-up instead of reenacting. I think stand-up would be cool for you. I'm just curious to see how much reenacting I'm going to get done this year. I can't wait for that. It'll be awesome doing that investigation with you. I think it'd be pretty cool too, bud. I think it'd be pretty cool too. Be one hell of a meet and greet. Yeah, it would. I've got to go back to work. Hope to see you guys tonight. Been checking out her channel, watching part. Cool. Yep, it's going to be really cool, Templar. I hope you can make it tonight, bud. The vulgarity and sexism is one of the reasons I don't promote my own show in mixed. No, I mean, understand. I didn't mean, the jokes had to all be dirty. You could tell little Johnny jokes. You could tell whatever. As long as they're not racist jokes, we're good. That'll get us shut down and blocked again really fast. I don't want to deal with it again, the whole blocking thing. I mean, I know Jeff Foxworthy or Billy involved, but I'm sure I can make you laugh at my jokes. I laugh hard enough just at your face. So, I mean, I got it. Good morning, Terry. Yeah, and Tony, we talked about this when all that nasty crap happened last time. This computer for some reason, and I can't figure out why, but I have actually got two internet icons at the bottom of the screen. One of them is for the old channel. One of them is for the new channel, the new account. If I turn on this new email, or I activate the new email as being on Google, it changes both of them. So it won't let me run multiple accounts at the same time on here. They automatically become the same account. If I switched off here and went and activated the old email address for the old account, it would switch this one over to that too. Racist ones in time going through, it might be to avoid. Very possible. You want to catch my video. I seen the one I seen part of the one the other day. I got called away from the computer and didn't have a chance to go back to it. But I seen the one that started seeing the one you done there in the barn. That looked interesting. I secretly know how to do ventriloquism. I'm not sure. And he's back, the man behind the mask. You call your place a nut house, then I'm way overdue for a vacation. Well, it's either a nut house or it's insanity. You take your choice on which one it is. And you are way overdue for a vacation. It's been too long. Yep, I'm back. Don't know for how long, but I'm back. Um, it just flashed a strange message across the screen that I've never seen before. It said a uh, change in something was detected. Um, made no sense to me because nothing was changed. So I have absolutely no clue what it was doing. God only knows. It falls right back into that. This thing is so close to Stone Age that stuff turns on, turns off, changes back, is erased, all on its own. So God only knows. God only knows. Oh. But yeah, um, hopefully these problems are solved before tonight's live stream. I have been emailing Elena back and forth for over a week, trying to get a live stream interview scheduled with her. She don't have Facebook. She don't have Messenger. So I have to go straight through um, email when it comes to stuff. That's why I set up the doggone it. And I got hiccups. That's why I set up the live stream so far in advance that I could go ahead and send her a link to it. And she could share it out on the other chats that she attends on YouTube. And hopefully we'll draw a good sized crowd in here tonight. Sounds like someone's trying to hack my phone. They're going to be really disappointed when they do. They're going to be really disappointed when they do because there is nothing on this phone of any interest. Hey, Justin. Good morning, bud. Hope you're doing good this morning. So far, so good. So far, so good. I haven't had to go back outside since 6:15 this morning. And we'll try it again for the 6th time and see if that helps. Let me see here. Feet and hand warmers, thermal clothes, winter coat and gloves. Always a good idea, bud. Frostbite. This temperature frostbite can set in 15 minutes. So always a good idea to bundle up. Hey, Sonny. Good to see you there. As you can see, we are fighting the internet down here. Yeah, if you could actually wear your Civil War uniform to work, you'd be a lot warmer underneath all that wool. It's 4 degrees here, Sonny, with a wind chill of minus 15. So your internet not working good either. And I really honestly think that that's what the issue is it's just so bloody cold, the internet's not wanting to work right. But it's not affecting the computer, which is weird. I get a message on the screen that that tells me when it first shuts off, it tells me if you're still connected to the internet, this might be a StreamYard issue. Okay, so fix it. What's up, Doc? Hope you're doing good this morning, bud. Hope Missouri's treating you well. So I'm not outside. History of the holiday. What's up? Girl history wiki. Oh yeah, most definitely stay warm. I don't want to hear anybody getting sick because they had to go out and do something. Bundle it up. Put on multiple layers. Down in Indianapolis, years and years ago, we had a weatherman named Bob Gregory. Every winter, Bob Gregory would have these commercials for the weather for his channel, where he would have this little kid, and the mom was bundling him up and bundling him up and bundling him up to send him to school. And by the time she got done bundling him up, he looked like Randy off A Christmas Story. He was about 5 times bigger around than what he really was, and he couldn't even bend his legs. He just waddled. And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I think I remember. Staying warm. Good, good, good. Not doing good this morning. Got the shakes. Better take care of that stuff, girl. We don't, us diabetics don't deal too awful good with them shakes and stuff. It's 38 with wind chill in the 20s. High is supposed to be 42, low 23. I get back to work. See you all night. All right, Justin, take care, bud. I can't put my arms down. Exactly. I can't put my arms down. I saw him on YouTube. When I was little, I used to laugh at that kid. He'd walk out there, boom, Okay, here we go again. It just keeps randomly StreamYard. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the little Wi-Fi signal on my screen, and I've only got one bar on it. I don't understand why, because I'm looking at the Wi-Fi signal on my phone and it's full. There's 5 bars on it. Why I'm only getting 1 bar on my StreamYard Wi-Fi link is the issue. I have no clue. At least the stream continues to run, so I can keep just, typing. I know it's not what y'all come in here for, but yeah. Yep, I'm alive. I'm here. So we'll just see how long I stay alive this time. God, I need to update equipment. Messenger. Yeah, exactly. I got my coffee. More iced in snow right now. Captain's unfrozen, all thawed out. It's cold. It is cold, kids. It is cold. Mother Nature is a fickle old girl this year. She's doing all kinds of weird stuff. Glub, 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 glub. The ice is horrible. I am definitely here to tell you, when I went out and started the wife's car for her this morning and shoveled out the front of the car so she could get where the guy plowed the drive yesterday. Um, I went to try to use the scraper to get the ice off the front window, and it was so thick that there was no way. I had to turn the car on and just let it run, let the defrosters blow on it. And 15 minutes later, when she went out to leave, she had to scrape it again, and she could barely cut through the ice on her side of the windshield. So, but the windshield was the only thing that was icy. It was the only thing pointing in the direction that caught the rain and froze up. So, Drew, you have a busy day today. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Um, kind of, sort of. Temps are dropping fast here. Ice, freezing rain, snow. If I fell asleep. It's going to be 0 degrees tonight. Brr. Bloody brr. And he's back again. Do, do, do. Let's see if we can make it the last 5 minutes with my pretty face up there on the screen. After phrasing it like that, I'm sure you guys can't wait for the internet to kick out again. Well, you know, if we could actually afford to upgrade the modem and stuff like that, or I could get another modem put in here instead of using the Wi-Fi booster that I have, it would be completely freaking different. But I don't have, you know, $100 laying around to get my own personal modem put in here, which really kind of sucks. But you know, as long as I've been doing this, I should be at least taking that. But yeah, I might try to call our internet company today and find out exactly what I have to do. When I checked on it 2 years ago, they wanted like $100 for a modem, and then they came out and set it up because it had to come in on the main phone line, and the main phone line is clear at the other end of the house. So yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay, motherfucker. What are you supposed to do? Oh, I know, Sonny. Believe me, I know. It's yeah, it's terrible when we get takes like that. Yep, I got no clue who you are. 332. And see, that's another thing with this old phone. The when the phone got shut off, it sent me a message saying that my service was interrupted due to non-payment. System may be affected. And I went like 5 days, no phone calls, no messages, no nothing except what I could do off the Wi-Fi. You know, getting my phone calls through Messenger, doing all my messaging through Messenger. Then all of a sudden, yesterday, my phone rang, and my mom was like, "I've been trying to get a hold of you for 4 days, and it just keeps saying it just the number